Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first of two live broadcasts. First, I'd like to wish all of my Jewish friends a Happy New Year. And for all of my friends that are watching this on Facebook or LinkedIn or on my YouTube channel, welcome. For my students that are participating in this live broadcast, hey, we're halfway through the month. And you still have another 15 days to knock it out of the park. And the easiest way to do it is to do it on LinkedIn. LinkedIn more than Facebook. Now, last night we finished up our third boot camp session. So we've now opened up registration for our October boot camp. We're not accepting any more boot camp participants for the September boot camp. However, when you register for the October boot camp, you know you're going to get the recorded sessions of the September boot camp. So it's just like being there. So how do you get 100 times more results? I'll let you in on a little secret. You talk to 100 times more people. Okay? That's it. You talk to more people. And what LinkedIn is going to do for you, thanks to their celebration feature, they're going to make it easier to do that. Let me take a look in the chat window. It's an interesting dilemma. I think I might have a solution for that. Tiffany's got some conversations, so we'll take a look at that. Caroline, put in the chat window here. Nobody is going to see it. The email address and the password you use to log into your LinkedIn account. So let me take a look at what you're talking about, okay? All right, now. Oops. Why do most salespeople fail? Hey, they don't follow up. 48% of salespeople never follow up with prospects. 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop. 12% of salespeople only make a third contact and stop, and only 10% of salespeople make 3 or more contacts. And then they stop. Sales statistics tell the story. The fortune is in the follow-up. 2% of sales are made on the first contacts, 3% of sales are made on the second contact, 5% of sales are made on the third contact. So the first, so 10% of sales are made on the first, second, or third contact. 10% of sales are made on the fourth contact. 80% of sales are made on the 5th to the 12th contact. Again, the fortune is in the follow-up. Every new connection is like a seed planted in your garden of prospects on LinkedIn and Facebook. Your daily activity, including text, posts, likes, comments, and direct messages, proactively nourishes your relationships with everyone. And during this process, we're qualifying people because we only want to talk to people that we clearly know, need, and want what you have. When you only talk to the prospects that you know need or want what you're selling about your business, you'll close more sales and dramatically reduce or eliminate ever being rejected. You look for the plant that's got fruit on it. Identifying the prospects you want to talk to about your business is as easy as picking out a ripe tomato. So let's do this. Identifying the prospects is easy. Now, the past is not equal to the future. So it doesn't matter what your year has been up to now. You can still turn in tremendous results with the amount of time you have remaining. In fact, 2023 can be your best year. Why? Because historically, September is the start of the best recruiting season of the year. And your business will not slow down during the holiday season in October, November, and December, unless you do. So let me hop over here. And jump over here. And first, let's talk to Debbie.
Good morning, Max.
Good morning, Debbie. So you're telling me that LinkedIn won't verify your account.
Well, I went through and I verified clear. And so then it says, do you want to connect it to LinkedIn? So I said yes. And then it said that it could not connect it. And I realized that I used my nickname on LinkedIn and my real name is obviously on my license and whatnot. And I'm sure I'm not the only one.
So what does it say on your license?
Deborah Dunlap McKinney.
I wonder what would happen. Okay, now you went to clear. Another way to do it would be.
Well, I sent a message to someone and then it popped up to verify. And so I thought, okay, I'll do it. And they sent me to clear.
Gotcha.
So you say there might be another way?
Well, here's what I'm thinking. If you went into your settings, you change your name.
Then can I change it back?
Good question. So let me go to my settings.
And I haven't looked through, LinkedIn has the whole information page on verification, and I haven't looked through that yet.
Oh, it says here, if you change your name, you may have to re-verify. So that's not going to help you.
right.
Okay, so,
And would it change like the URL?
well, I would think it would.
Yeah,
So that's gonna be I'm gonna have to research that,
okay.
see what you can do with that.
Yeah,
Um,
like I said, I know I'm not the only one.
oh, for sure.
And
Well,
maybe they'll end up with like a nickname or, go by, and then here's your real name, and then that's how you verify.
well, there is a place where you can put in a nickname on your
Huh,
profile.
okay.
So if we,
But I don't want to change my URL either.
well, I don't think you have to change it. I'm not sure about
Okay,
your URL. So let's go name, location, and industry. See here, you've got an additional name. This is your nickname.
Hmm.
I think that's your nickname. It used to be. You can say an additional name.
so maybe that's where I put in Deborah D. McKinney. Or Deborah, whatever.
Yeah. Or, well, you could try that. And
Right,
worst case scenario, it's not important now. Okay.
right,
But I believe before the end of the year, anybody that has a LinkedIn profile is gonna be, I want to say, required to verify it
oh,
because
yeah,
it's getting out of control.
right.
So
We'll let this sit.
yeah, no, it's, this is a fluid situation. Let me log out of my account first. I'm gonna jump into Tiffany, then, but we will go in before we're done and look at what you're doing.
Okay,
So
thanks,
let
Lance.
me, actually, let me do this, because this one's gonna be faster. I'm gonna log out of my account. And do it lowercase. Okay, so Caroline, it sent you a code. Go here to the messages, and you're talking to Michael. Okay, so he's actively seeking new opportunities in the greater Tampa area remotely. Okay, so he's an assistant principal. History teacher. So he worked part-time as a bartender too. Okay, and he was also an assistant principal. Okay, so you reached out to him. Okay. Now, let me unmute this. Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, I'm not trying to be harsh, so don't take this the wrong way. Okay, but we give you, and I know you're just getting started, but I am not going to go in here and look at conversations with people that are not following the script. You're not following the script, and you're causing your own rejection, you're causing your own problem. But because you're new, I'll take a moment and go through it with you. All right. The reason that you're ending up with, is there a catch? It sounds like it would be easy money. What kind of pay are we talking about? You set yourself up for this. Okay. And it is not in anybody's benefit for me to go over the solution to this. So here's what you did wrong. Number one, the first message. I see you're looking for a new opportunity. That's not the first message. First message is LinkedIn has suggested that we connect. So what you're doing here is hey, I see you're looking for a new opportunity. This man is getting dozens, if not hundreds, of people that are approaching him the same way. I'm looking for highly motivated people who are eager and hungry to change their position in life to join me in my business. People would be looking to create an additional income stream without changing what to do. You are using you're using the crap that's being taught out there in your business, and this doesn't work. And you're gonna say, so why are you looking for an opportunity? I'm looking for an opportunity where I can make money, build relationships, and be able to progress in my career. I'm looking for a job where I need to work hard so I can create new opportunities. All right. So the next question would be, under normal circumstances, why, well, according to this, he would, why did he stop teaching school? Why did he leave his last job? So here, why did you leave your last job, or are you currently working? All right. You're coming across like an uncaring telemarketer.
No, I see. Yeah, I see now, because this was September 6th.
Okay.
So I've kind of realized that I completely messed up the method over here. So
Okay. All right. That's fine. But let me point something else out.
Sure.
Telemarketer calls you up. And when they get you on the phone, they come across sounding like they know you. And so typically they start out by asking you, what do you do? Or what's going on in your life? And so, but they're not listening. They're just waiting for you to finish telling them what's going on in your life so that they can get into their pitch. And when they start their pitch, they go, great, that's awesome. Okay, what is great or awesome about his comment? Let me give you a better example. So somebody calls you up and, how are you? And the person says, oh man, I just got out of the hospital. I was in a terrible head-on collision with a garbage truck. It was going 50 miles an hour. My wife died. My kids died. I barely got out of it with my life. I lost both of my legs and I have no clue as to what I'm going to do. They're not listening. And then they go, oh, that's great. Now let me tell blah, 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 blah. Great is again, it's the wrong response. Okay. So what kind of, okay. So now
Oh,
into e-tech.
I had no idea what ed tech was.
Okay, right. Well,
I had to,
so here, so the bottom line is, now have you ever thought about working for yourself? That's another thing you don't want to say. Have you ever thought about working for yourself? Or have you ever thought about having your own business? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So we got, okay, so let's come down.
Gotcha. I gotcha. So
So
yeah.
yeah, just waiting for the right.
And then I just went into it. So yeah.
Okay, so
Hmm.
all right, so what I would do, yesterday, last night in boot camp, we went over a conversation where somebody was asking about the money, and there was really a good response there, but I'm not sure. My suggestion would be is just let them sit, focus on other people. This is going to be, you certainly have enough people to talk to go back in and try to move that thing around. Not saying you can't do it, but now I'm going to go into Tiffany's account, and here you're going to see someone that has it down. Okay, if you do it correctly, you get great results. If you don't do it correctly, and you're not going to get very much. So let's pop over here to Tiffany's account. And so Tiffany, who are we looking at?
Hi, Dominica, Domenica.
Okay. Now, by the way, look at this message right here. This is and it's in the scripts. LinkedIn has suggested several times because of what you do that we should be connected. All right. So we're looking for Dominica. Oops.
DOM.
Yeah, I lost a D. RCA.
ENICA.
Okay. So we asked her, so she's looking for something in the $85,000 a year range. That's about $1,600 a week. So one of the first things that you have to ask yourself is it possible? How long is it going to take somebody to be making $1,600 a week? Depending upon what you're selling, the price of the package, and your level of compensation. I mean, if you were selling the Enagic water machine, all you have to do is sell one machine a week, and you could easily be doing that. But that's not what you're doing. So let's take a look at who we're talking to. Okay, so she's a store manager. That's typically what store managers make. So she's working. And we already looked, she had extensive experience in another store, and then she's been moving around. So again, this is what we talk about when we talk about follow-up. You originally reached out to her in June. Now, when did she take this new job? She got it in May. Okay. So why do you want to leave your current job? Work balance. So she's been in management for the last 29 years. What's your favorite part of that position? Okay, the puzzle and the solution could be a project, personal, team, personnel, team, floor plan. So it's a wide variety of things. So now we're trying to resurrect the conversation. How is your search for another job going? Very slow. So we jumped in, just relocated to Texas to plan to stay for 2 years. What kind of job are you looking for? Out of retail. Remote. Love to work for a nonprofit. Retail management has taught me a lot, and I'd love to roll over to those skills. Okay. Now, here, so we said, and I mean, we did this the other day. There are many remote, this is what we call our transition line. There are many remote opportunities available to someone with your retail management experience. What would your salary requirements be? Oh, she's at $85,000. All right. Now, what business are you building?
Melaleuca.
Okay. So in order for her to make that kind of money, we have a project launch script that if she made senior direct, I'm going to work with 2 people, help them become senior directors in my company. If she makes senior director in 90 days, she could make 40 grand. Okay, so let's take 40 grand and divide that by 12 weeks. All right, so that's double what she's making. So to keep it realistic, you could say I'm about to launch a project to work with two people. And let's call it Senior Director 180. All right, so I'm about to launch a project to work with two people, help them become, now, again, you see, this is where you're talking to a manager. You're talking to somebody who is not going to be impressed by the explanation, which is what most companies do, teach, you know, in your company particularly, go to your friends, tell your friends, get people, you know, bring your friends into the business. We got to be talking to her, bigger picture, but we also want to keep it realistic. So, when's our next coaching session?
Monday.
Okay, she's not going anywhere. What we're gonna do is on Monday, she'll be one of the people we work with. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna show her, look. Well, first and foremost, we need to find out what she knows about network marketing.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't asked that question yet, but we can handle her reaction to network marketing, whether she liked it or didn't like it or whatever. Believe me, she knows all about network marketing. And all the time that she's been in retail management, she knows about it. What we have to do is when, again, it's a combination of the project launch script and our transition from talking about her to talking about the business. So basically, it's going to go something like this. You know, many of, and we're using a touch of the feel, felt, found strategy. Okay, now listen, Dominica, I know how you feel. Okay, I talk to retail managers with long histories in retail that's burned out. Okay, you know, they burned out. You know, you get tired of building teams and training people to make the companies and the shareholders rich. And so the other thing that we want to look at, again, we're qualifying her. What we want to do is we want to find out, because she listed a whole bunch of things. Now, some of the things that we like she wants to, right here. Okay, could be a project, personnel, teams. So that's what we want to know. Okay. Now you asked her, what was your favorite part of that position? And she told you. She said a wide range. What, Dominica, what are you really good at? Okay. Over the years, how would you, on a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate your skills in building teams, training people? That could be the least favorite thing of what she wants to do. So we're going to work that into the introduction. So basically what we're going to say is, I'm about to launch a project called Senior Director 180, and work with two people, help them earn 40 grand, up to 40 grand in the next 60 days. I'm sorry, in the next 6 months. Now, we may want to break that down. Instead of saying 40 grand, we might want to say maybe 20. So we can narrow it down to 90 days, which falls in line with what she's looking to make. And then, would you like to know more about this? But we need to work into that. What do you know about network marketing? So here we said down here, okay, she wants out of retail. So our conversation, yeah, man, I know why you want out of retail. Okay, I talk to people all the time. In fact, this would probably be the transition line. You know, many of the store managers that I work with on LinkedIn that have bailed out of retail management and are now generating a new stream of income have your skills. What experience do you have you had, or what do you know about the network marketing industry? You've qualified her to the point. We know if she had come back and she said, well, you know, I need to be making $200,000 a year. Well, that's not going to happen right away. But we have a script for people that are making $200,000 a year. You have to show people the opportunity. You have to describe the business to people at their level. So when you go to the Scripts Club, we have a great script that explains what network marketing is to the layperson, to somebody that was a department manager. But we came out with a script in the last boot camp that we're going to be introducing next week in the closing session of boot camp, where we're talking to people about network marketing at a different level. It's not just what you do. If you think about it, if you really want to be successful in network marketing, man, you got to build a team. All right, you got to build a team, and all right. So we got another session at 1 o'clock. If you want, let's hold him for Monday. Or her.
Okay.
Okay. Now I got another question here. What I saw one. All right, let me come back over here. You log out of your account. Okay, so Tim wants to know, what does the reaction mean on LinkedIn? And how can it help you? For what you're trying to do, nothing. Reactions mean so many people looked at it, but you don't know who those people are. When you make a post, you want to know who liked it or who made a comment. You go over to post and activity. Okay, so this is impressions. Okay, so reactions would be, well, what it does is it indicates activity. Somebody reacted to something that someone did. All it does with you is help you identify people that are active. Okay, Debbie, I'm out of time. You send it to me. We can go over it at 1, and I'm going to do some research on the other thing. I'm probably gonna have to call my guy at LinkedIn to see exactly what they're doing. All right, now let me. Whoops. Now, like I said, we have opened up the October boot camp, and the September boot camp is over on next Tuesday. And so some of you might, that are in boot camp, if you want to continue, we've got the twofer, which will give you access to the October, November boot camps. I'm going to put all three of these in the chat for now. Along with special early bird promotion codes. Okay, and some of those promo codes will disappear on Tuesday when boot camp is finished. So that's just out there for you. So at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. It's all about conversation. It's all about you revisiting some of the people that you've already talked to. And one of the best things that's going to help you well, not too sure you are how active you are on here. I guess she needs to learn how to use LinkedIn. Celebrations right here. This. Now, Carrie and I just started working together. We just added a new position. So, and he's just getting started. So his birthday's in October. But now, for the, he's had one reaction. You don't know who this person is. All right. Oh, okay. So here you go. So yeah, so this person liked it. So reactions will give you an opportunity to identify people you want to talk to. All right. I will be back at 1 o'clock. For those of you that are in boot camp, 1 o'clock this afternoon, 11 o'clock tomorrow. Monday, we have 2 sessions, and Tuesday, we have 2 sessions. So there's still plenty of time. But you got to follow the scripts. What you saw earlier was an example of what old school stuff that's been taught for years that doesn't work, and it makes people skeptical. So until next time. So until next time, you're all sitting on a pot of gold with LinkedIn. There is nothing to stop you from going all the way to the top of your business, and you can do it before the end of the year. Some of these new changes that LinkedIn have made is going to make it easier than ever before. I've never seen anything like it, to tell you the truth. And there's so many people joining LinkedIn that are mucking it up. Marketers that are coming, scammers. LinkedIn has never seen anything like it either. So glad you're here. I'm glad for those of you that are watching this on LinkedIn or YouTube. The solution to you rank advancing and moving ahead in your business is on LinkedIn, but you have to know how to use it. And that's what I'm here for. So until next time, best of luck in building your business and God bless.